The Browns are now on the clock. 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 The Titans are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Joe Mixon, 63 yards. And the Raiders have taken. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Greg Dortch returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, a run to Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Draymond Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going up.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Lights, camera, action. Showtime, baby.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Justin Jefferson.
72 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now back to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's forced out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 45 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. 2nd and 11. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
2nd and 4.
Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll look to throw now on first down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Justin Jefferson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half?
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, going for Jefferson down.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. On second down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll give it to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Another try for Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a miss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Dortch returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
First down, Mayfield. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.